Hi, you guys. So, I wanted to tell you guys about something that happened to me last week, and I wanted to share it with you. So, I was visiting my mom. Wait, so sorry, I'm just so excited. Okay. So, I was visiting my sister at her job with my mom, and I got an email from the program that I applied for. And I was like, whew, take a breath and read the letter. So, when both of them got into the same room, I was like, guess what, you guys? Guess who's going to Japan this year? They're like, oh my gosh, it's you? And I was like, no, psych! And yeah. So I got immediate looks of, girl, why would you do something like that? And the thing is, you guys, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, this is not my first time at the rodeo. I've applied to the same programs in addition to new ones 3 years in a row. And the thing is, you kind of get used to the rejection. It's just like, I guess it wasn't my time, and they don't recognize a diamond in the rough when they see one. And so, that being said, don't get me wrong, I am a little bit upset, but the thing is, it's like I slough it off because, you get used to things that happen to you constantly. Anyways, I wanted to read you guys the letter that I submitted to the programs that I applied for, and I just wanted to get you guys' perspective on what I'm writing. Like, was it any good? What are some things that I need to work on? Yeah, so if you give me a second, I'll read it to you right now. Hold on 1 second. Alright, you guys, so here is my essay. To quote Mark Twain, travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow mindedness, and many of our people need it solely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all in one's lifetime. I feel that anyone accepted into your program should embrace this, and luckily I am a true believer. My mother, a teacher, constantly introduced my sister and I to unfamiliar yet exciting new cultures through weekend trips to the museum and bookstore. And although growing up in Southern California, it would have been easy for me to study Spanish, I took it upon myself to stand out and take Japanese instead. Although Japanese appeared to be a little intimidating, my fears quickly subsided when I came face to face with an amazingly passionate teacher. My decision to take a different route was the catalyst in aspirations to travel to Japan one day. This is what I hope I can instill in any student studying English under my assistance. I became increasingly passionate about Japan as a whole throughout my high school years. I read Farewell to Manzanar, attended taiko drumming concerts, became an avid viewer of Tokyo Eye, and interacted with Japanese exchange students. And although my high school did have a Japanese exchange program, my parents objected to the idea of me leaving the country as a minor, and this only fueled my interest even more. I happily relinquished my Saturdays during the summer months to the Long Beach Japanese Language School. This is where I practiced Japanese and often got puzzling looks because for an African American girl to take interest in a foreign language and culture was just shocking. I continued to arm myself with the knowledge of other cultural customs by choosing to be a geography major. With the internet age booming, globalization was a constant topic of discussion because it encourages people not to limit themselves to the influence of just their surrounding culture. In college, my mind drifted off to the distant lands of Chile, Copenhagen, and Bangladesh. Studying about the world fueled my desire to travel even more. In addition to obtaining my bachelor's degree, I have worked various part-time jobs, with all of which have an educational foundation. As a classroom aide, I was responsible for setting up scholastic activities, helping with homework, and listening to student problems. During the summer, I chaperoned small groups of children to various field trips, and on Saturdays, I even volunteered at the Long Beach Japanese Language School. As a tutor, I made sure the assignments were personal to my students' current reading and writing problems. Presently, I work at a bookstore where I'm constantly exposed to fascinating new people and information. Participating in the program would be an irreplaceable life experience for me because it intertwines two of my loves, Japan and children. I want to become more proficient in the Japanese language, and this could spearhead my career in international relations. That being said, I want the children to no longer fear the unknown. It is important to communicate and interact with people from different ethnic backgrounds. If my life has taught me anything, it's not to be afraid to stand out and take risks. I mean, passersby easily notice my race, gender, height, and youth, which set me apart. My inner qualities are unique as well. My life experiences have made me into an organized, dedicated, analytical, trustworthy, and strong willed person. A leader of young minds should possess all of these characteristics. Though most see me as gentle and approachable, working with children has taught me how to be firm as well. I want to push my students to their fullest potential so they can accomplish great things. To this day, when a former student recognizes me, he or she greets me as if I'm a dear old friend. And this is why I feel your community would greatly benefit from having me as an English teaching assistant. Okay, you guys, so that was my letter. Let me know what you think. Is there something I need to work on? But whatever. That being said, I think I did really well. And since I still don't know whether or not I am going to be a chaperone during the summer for 2 weeks in Japan, I made a commitment to myself that I was going to sign up for a race in Japan. And what race, you might ask? The Tokyo Marathon. Now, you guys, I know that sounds insane because even with me doing 5K races and doing half marathons, I said to myself, 5K? Oh my gosh, I'll never do that. And I've done like 27. Now, like half marathons, I said I would never do that. And guess what? I'm about to do my fifth this Sunday. So, I mean, I was like, why not do a marathon and why not do it in a place that I've always wanted to travel to? And it'd be so exciting because it's like mixturing of like things that I really enjoy. Like I enjoy the running culture. All the people are just so positive and motivating. And hello, it's Japan. So yeah. Um, the thing is, the Tokyo Marathon is just like Boston, where you have to put your name in a lottery and hope that you get a spot. It's not based on personal time because there are some people who've done it and it was their first marathon ever. And like I said, I told myself if I was ever going to do a marathon, I was going to do it internationally, not in America. So, yeah, I'm really excited and hopefully keep your fingers crossed I get picked to be one of the participants. So, yeah, that's all I got to say, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!